Hi.
I'm very nervous. Hi.
There she is. All
Can we
right,
start?
Yes.
go
Okay.
for it.
So,
Terratend
when tractors were
robot.
introduced, when tractors were first introduced 150 years ago, they didn't just make farming faster. They redefined what was possible. Small and mid-sized farms producing delicate crops like strawberries, blueberries, vegetables cannot use heavy machinery. So farmers are forced to hire and manage large workforce with diverse skills and specialties to meet rising demand, on chemical-free, uniform, high-cost product. The outcome is labor shortages, rising costs, inconsistent quality, lost harvest, and barriers for growth. And all of this highlights the urgent need for affordable automation. Imagine a compact robot navigating on wheels. Imagine compact robot on wheels navigating in greenhouses and fields, managing every stage of crop life cycle, from planting, fertilizing, weeding, crop health monitoring, giving farmer ability to produce better quality goods with reduced labor costs. Our vision-guided robots use soft robotic arms and MEMS tactile sensors with AI for human-like adaptability, and its modular approach meets unique needs of each farm. So 83% of US farms and 72% of farms in EU are small to mid-sized and yet underserved by automation, where labor costs can reach up to 40 to 50%. In Europe and Caucasus region, around 600,000 such farms represent $20 billion market opportunity for a new generation of robots built specifically for them. We're launching in Georgia with letters of intent from 15 farms and greenhouses. Our strong local network is ideal to test and refine our MVP. Next, we target Norway and Netherlands, where greenhouses with high labor costs create strong demand for affordable automation. After refining our MVP, we're going to scale with B2B2 farm business model, selling to agricultural service providers who already serve farms, as well as to farmers and greenhouses who are supplying for premium retailers, luxury food brands, and high-end restaurants. On a slide, you can see our sales forecast, selling price, and amounts reduced by using our robot. So, market of lightweight autonomous helper robots is emerging with no dominant players yet. On the other side, heavy industrial machinery is not economically viable, and their systems cannot be adapted to delicate crops and greenhouse environments. Our team is led by 2 women co-founders and consists of 4 experts covering full spectrum from product development to market delivery. We have operated hardware studio in agri-tech sector, building a strong network and gaining deep domain knowledge in agriculture. We have successfully developed projects in hazelnut farms, chicken farms, greenhouses, and irrigation systems. And on our last slide, you can see what we have achieved so far. After refining our MVP, our next step is to launch our MVP and in 15 farms. And after gathering real-world data and feedback from our farmers, we're gonna refine our solution in version 2.
That it?
Yes.
Okay.
I am so sorry.
Don't.
I have terrible stage fright.
Don't.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
You did a great job.
Yeah, yes. No, God bless, right? God bless. I mean, so clarify if you would. could you clarify exactly which crops? Because I don't.
Yeah, so crops that are delicate, blueberries, raspberries,
Seriously?
leafy greens, and also vegetables as well. Everything that requires delicate, like human touch.
I get the vegetables. So my wife works for Driscoll's Berries. You know Driscoll's Berries?
Sorry, what?
Driscoll's Berries.
Driscoll's, like...
They're the largest berry
brand.
They're the largest berry grower in the planet.
Okay.
And they're looking at every possible robotic solution.
They might need this.
Right.
Yes.
Well, they desperately need this, but they can't find anything that could pick as fast as humans.
Yes.
So the problem is that while robots would be great, they're still like 5 times slower than a human. I don't know what your benchmark is. So the economics are significant if you're 5 times slower,
Yes.
right? It's not, right? So, I mean, so with some crops, I can imagine you're almost as fast.
Yes.
But, so what's the ideal crop for you?
So ideal crops is blueberries and strawberries.
Okay.
So, yeah, and can you clarify your question? I can answer. What was the question?
Speed.
Yes, about the speed. So in farms, there is no like thing when we're talking about replacing human labor. Farmers usually talk about the working hours. And
Right.
in 10-hectare farm, our robots were able to, let me show you, our robots were able to do
Here it is.
1,500 of human working hours, which for farmer costs about $80,000. This is what's so the thing is it replaces about from 3 to 5 human laborers. So
but
it's
what-
faster than yeah.
So what I think the Driscoll's guys would say, but to pick the same number of blueberries, I only need 300 man hours. Because my human pickers pick 5 times faster than your robot.
No, what her slide is saying is that it
No.
saves them 1,500 hours. That's
Right,
what the slide is saying.
Right, but it saves them because they're replacing labor.
Yes.
You're replacing
Right.
labor, right?
Yes, and
But it's not as productive per man hour.
Oh, I see.
it's not only harvesting.
Yeah.
It's fertilizing, weeding, health monitoring. We are
Right.
doing all
Right.
the cycle, and these hours are in total.
So that makes sense,
Yes,
right?
we
Other
are
than
covering
picking.
full cycle of
Right,
life
okay.
cycle. And
So-
yeah,
And along the way, you're picking as well.
yeah, there are like big machines, and I want to point out about the speed thing because there are big machines which can't which cannot be placed in like small
Pickers.
farms.
Yeah.
They are faster, but they go on rails, and farmers. It's not customer centric. Farmer has to redo the farm to fit the robot,
Right, really
and our
expensive.
robot is like it's for our customers who there is uneven terrain.
yeah.
There is like not uniform planting patterns, and it's not about like fast. It's for like farms that human goes.
Okay,
So
here you go.
I mean, for me, it's never a question of like, is there a market for this? It's very, very clearly a market for this. There's a lot of, like, I'd like to learn a little bit more about your team, right? Like, why are you uniquely qualified to sort of go after this? Because you kind of went through your team very, very quickly. Just what's the background of the team in the robotic space? Like, I'd just like to learn a little more about that.
yeah. So as I already said, we have operated agricultural hardware studio, and we have successfully developed few projects which are, I can explain each of them. So it was automation systems in chicken farms, for example. We also did like irrigation systems for farms using hot springs
For
waters.
how long? Over what time period? Just help me get a sense.
It's like it was our side hustles, and when we got projects, we were delivering it. So it's you asking about how many years?
Yeah.
Like the first project we did, it was 2019. So yeah.
That's a question about the economics. So we're selling the robots for $30,000.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, there's a $10,000 annual fee.
Yes.
Right. And what evidence do we have so far about a farmer's ability to pay that?
Yes. So I'm going to tell you. So First of all, I really care about the farmers, so I want all of the farmers to get this robot. So there are farmers, and we have letters of intent from one service provider who wants to purchase this robot and then rent out to farmers. So farmers who are like low on budget are going to rent our robot from service provider per task, and it's super cheap.
Got
to
it.
say.
So,
But
so in this case, you would sell to a
but-
service provider who would then rent it?
yes, but
Right.
also we're going to sell to farmers,
Both,
and in
yep.
3 years they will cover the money based on this metrics that I showed you.
I see.
Like in 3 years, farmer can cover up for this
Got it.
robot as well.
So the essen-
everybody gets the
So the essential
benefits.
So the essential economic proposition is you buy this machine from us, and you'll be able to pay it back in 3 years. Within 3 years, you will have saved enough money from the robot will have saved you enough money that it more than pays for itself. So that's great. I mean, that's probably. And what is like if a farmer buys a tractor, for example,
yes,
old-fashioned equipment.
yes.
What's the payback period on that typically? Is it 3 years? Is it 5 years?
Tractors,
Yeah.
like the farms that I'm talking about, it's delicate crops,
Yeah.
small, mid-sized firms, whereas tractors cannot fit. So
No, I
at
understand.
same
No, but
people are picking.
Yeah, I understand. My question is different. My question is, farmers buy a lot of equipment, right?
Yes.
And for most of the equipment that they buy, there's a payback period. In other words, if you buy this, you'll cover the cost of it within 2 years or within 4 years or whatever, right? So in your case, you're selling something where the payback period is 3 years.
Yes.
And my question is, how does that compare to other kinds of equipment that a farmer might buy?
Like most of the times, farmers are renting the robots from
Yeah.
service
Yeah.
providers. It's outsourced. They're
Right.
not buying, but for big size
So
farms,
rather
it's
than
not
buying a
worth it.
tractor, they would typically rent it from
Yes,
a service provider.
they typically.
Okay.
Also, they have cooperatives. They collectively. They also get loans.
Yeah.
They never buy it.
So then your go-to-market strategy is going to really depend upon selling to service providers.
Not only to service
I
providers.
understand, but your
And-
success, to be successful, you,
yes,
need to convince
but-
service providers to buy the robots and rent them
Yes,
to
you're
farmers.
absolutely right. But I also said that we have letters of intent from farms that are supplying premium retailers in Georgia. So they are
I understand.
farms that also
I understand.
are
This is-
big market.
I understand. This is very common in that business, right? That,
Yeah, robot
that,
is
that equipment manufacturers, they sell some of their products directly, in fact, to
Yeah,
farmers.
yeah.
They also sell some of their products to service providers who rent them. Always very, very true. The point I'm getting at is just, what you need to convince not only farmers that this is a great product that provides ROI to them. You also need to convince service providers that if they buy this, they'll be able to make money on it.
And it'll
Yes, we
last
have
for
lots-
5 years or 10 years,
Right,
and here's the
right.
repair
Yes,
record.
we have letters
and-
of intent from interested farmers, and from our, as you know already, that we have previous experience in agri-tech with successful projects. Some of my letters of intent are my previous customers as well,
Great.
and they are willing to buy.
great.
Awesome.
Right.
And one last question, which is that the $10,000 a year annual fee.
Yes.
Does that include software updates?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, and then how much capital do you need? What does it cost you to build a robot?
Well, after refining our MVP, it's going to be $20,000.
20,000 and you
Yes,
sell it for
but-
30.
Yeah.
Each one.
So sorry guys.
Okay.
So can you get in Georgia? Can you get lease financing for these robots?
Yes,
You
yes.
can. So
Yes.
you've talked to banks about financing the equipment
Yes,
as well.
yes.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
very interesting.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It says sold until you